Behind every idea, thought, or opinion, there is a whole bunch of underlying assumptions and beliefs and experiences that have led that individual, including yourself, to that thought and opinion. When you get into a stalemate between your opinion or your idea versus somebody else's idea, what you need to do in order to break that stalemate is to try and unearth those underlying assumptions and opinions and beliefs and experiences that sit underneath that. And a tool that I use in order to achieve this is what I call the third reference point. So if you think about a conversation, especially between two people and their ideas, there's two reference points. There's me and then there's you. The third reference point is creating a third one. And this is where we put our ideas down and then we start to put down our underlying assumptions and beliefs and pros and cons below that idea. By actually putting ideas down onto paper, onto a third reference point, we remove the conversation about being you versus me, and we start to talk about the ideas on paper. And this really does a good job of removing the personal aspects behind the conversation. But what it also does is we can start to unearth those underlying assumptions and beliefs and experiences that sit below it. We can start to ask ourselves, well, why do you think that idea is such a good idea? And let me tell you the reasons why I think my idea is such a good idea. And as we do that, we want to put that down on paper, which means we can start to compare. This begins to do two things. The first thing it does is it can alter yours or theirs opinions and beliefs because they have now heard the context that sits behind why you came to that opinion, idea, direction, whatever it may be. They might hear what you have to say and then think, oh, actually, now that I understand that, I can see how you believe that and I agree with you. The other thing that it can do is it can help create a way forward. Let's say that we unearth all of those things, pros and cons, assumptions and beliefs, and we still haven't moved anywhere. We're still, stalemate. What we can do is then ask ourselves, well, where to next? We can then look at those assumptions and beliefs, and we can then create an action plan or next steps onto how we might gain confidence or validate some of those things. Okay, your idea hinders on this belief. My idea hinders on this belief. How do we go out and start to get more information and more data about it to suggest whether one idea is stronger than the other? So anytime you hear a counter argument or somebody says something, always listen to it through the frame of there is a whole bunch of underlying assumptions and beliefs and experiences that sit below this idea. And your job next is to actually try and unearth those things and have a constructive conversation around it.